Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 03.31.2025, current time is 06:04 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. This Monday morning, start of a new week. Working towards the weekend. I do hope everybody had a good weekend this past weekend. I did. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich on X, as well as here as well as I get my seat comfortable. At Fireman Rich over there on X, which is my mainstay for posting on social media platforms. And I post on several others. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see that they're where they're at, or else just go in the links to the Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, and but I'm primarily over in X Live, and as far as that goes, and but of course we're on these platforms for live streaming and stuff. I do have the morning coffee if I don't keep spilling it. Spilled a little bit on the keyboard here, but it's okay. And oh, that tastes good. Tastes good. I got something to talk to the missus about the coffee, though. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And I hope everybody's waking up this morning or is already up with starting with the positive start to the day or continuing with the positive start to the day. And it is Monday, last day of the month, 31st. I have to change the old calendar over here on the left. And but we are getting started. And I do hope you had a good weekend. I did. Didn't do much of yesterday except... listen to sports. We'll be talking about that in the sports section and watching some sports. And then Saturday, what did I do Saturday? I did do some gaming on battle. I got a what is it? A chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner on PUBG Saturday morning. Let me see if I can get to that. Do have to talk about one gentleman that I was made aware of, and let's go ahead and present that here. Right out of the gate, we're presenting as far as that goes. So let me bring up my X feed, my Twitter feed, and this gentleman right here. This gentleman, he is an American war hero. This gentleman passed away as far as... was it Friday, I believe? But rest in peace to United States Marine Corps Corporal John Kinsel Sr., who passed away at age 107. He was one of the last three remaining Navajo code talkers and served with the 9th Regiment and 9th Marine Regiment and 3rd Marine Regiment during the taking of Iwo Jima. Enjoy your rest, Marine. Yeah, Semper Fi. He passed away 107. If you ever seen with Nicolas Cage, Code something, I forget what it was. Code Takers. Let's see. Cage Code. Wind Talkers. I'm sorry. Wind Talkers. They were the Navajo Indians that during World War II on Iwo Jima, they disrupted the Japanese ability to listen to American forces that were landing on the beaches of Iwo Jima. And they were... Nicolas Cage played a part of protecting one of them. And these gentlemen were imperative to the Pacific war effort. So I'm going to make mention of him, American war hero that God bless and Godspeed. Good morning, Laura. Laura's in the chat coming in from Norway. Glad to see you there, Laura. Thank you for being here. And hope your day is doing pretty good over there in Norway. So like I said, Saturday I got a chicken dinner Oh, who do we get the notifications from? Oh, Questad. Hey, Questad. Thank you. He threw some likes here on my. Oh no, it's this morning's. He did the. He liked the. But he also liked my the broadcast we did Saturday. We did live stream Saturday as far as that goes. But and let's see here. Get back here. Yeah, here's the chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There we go. And that's me taking out the last guy. And we actually have a real quick clip. Let's go ahead and watch this clip. It's on PUBG. I put it up on PUBG. Or I put it up on Rumble here. Let's go ahead and play. There I am taking him out. I took the last guy out. We're right there. There's three guys live, me and two other. I'm coming up the hill. I know the guy's off to the left of me because I saw him run up the hill. But as I ran up the hill, he's engaging the other guy, and I'm healing up because I took some hits. And or else the other guy got stuck in the zone, and he passed away because there's no shots in two, so he got stuck in the zone. So I'm looking for this guy, and that's how you get a winner chicken dinner. So I was pretty excited about that. That's gives you a clip of the game as far as that goes, and we'll go over the other stuff. But I thought that was pretty cool. Then I ended up playing with Wingnut later that afternoon. We had some good games. There's some cheats. We have our share of cheats that are in the in the um, in the game and stuff like that. So what happened here? How come that's not going? Oh, okay, there. Okay, I gotta leave it right there. So I had fun, and then Sunday, like I said, yesterday didn't have. I was almost going to live stream yesterday morning, and I slept in a little bit. So we're feeling a lot better this week. Started this week than last week. Last 2 weeks, last week and a half, I've been a little ill. I'm past that now. We're going to be going out for a walk if we don't get. We're supposed to get some rain in today or something like that. So we're gonna crank up our walking. Me and the missus, because she's feeling a lot better. She even painted a little bit on Saturday. Yeah, because I was going to broadcast Saturday morning, but she was making noise with the vacuum to keep the cats away from her painting out in the back room there. The windowsills there, as far as give them a fresh coat of paint and stuff like that, and that looks real nice. So the vacuum was on because the cats did not like the vacuum. And so I just hung out and I played a little PUBG that morning to play 2 games. I got a number 2, and then I said, I'll play one more game. And I ended up getting a chicken dinner. That's my 4th chicken dinner since I've been playing. Since I've been playing, I guess. Yeah, I've had 4 chicken dinners. I've been playing that well over a year and a half now. Probably going on 2 years coming up. But Saturday night I did live stream Lord of the Rings online, and it looks like Questad, who's a great guy, give him a shout out. Questad on YouTube as well as Twitch. He broadcasts, and he is all knowing of Lord of the Rings online. And let's see. Laura says, I never vacuum clean when my cat is inside. I know she doesn't like. Yeah, all my cats are indoor cats. Laura, they're all in. They don't go outside. There is a cat that wanders around out in the backyard. There, the cats were all fixated on this morning. They said, "What's he doing out there?" The only cat that's ever gotten outside is Jack. When we got Lucy and her kittens, they never went outside. The only time they went outside is in a carrier case to go to the veterinarian. They're indoor cats. We don't want to take a chance of losing them, and as far as that goes. And so, yeah, the cats do not like. I think it's the high pitched noise. So they go scurrying upstairs while the vacuum's down here and stuff like that. And a couple of them sit on the landing because they wait until the noise goes away, and then they come down. as far as that goes. So yeah, cats do not like they do not like the vacuum cleaner. That's for sure, Laura. Um, and I did broadcast, like I said, Lord of the Rings online Saturday night. I stayed up late Saturday night, so it was the next morning. I slept in a little bit, and then I was able to get together and stuff like that, and listened to a soccer game that was going on there, and then I finished watching some of the UFL, which was the kickoff weekend. We'll be talking about that in the sports section of those two entities there, as concerning sports. And but we start a new week, working towards the weekend, and I feel a whole lot better. And I feel, oh, and I also got a haircut. The missus gave me a haircut, which I feel great because it was getting too long. It's like, what the hell? I get out of the shower. What the hell is all this hair, thing flopping in my hair? So I feel a lot better having I call a military style short haircut and stuff like that. So it's I don't have to worry about it. Get out of the shower, just go boom, wiggle my head a little bit and throw a towel over my head, and then that's it. That's all you have to do. No brushing. I was starting. I've been using that brush for like the last month with the hair before I got the haircut. I hate using the brush, but let's see. We have currently a temperature. Oh, it increased a degree. It's so dark out. I don't know if it. I didn't check the roads. It was supposedly this weekend was nice weather. It wasn't too bad. It was pretty decent. I didn't really go outside that much, but it was pretty good. I did go out yesterday, get the penny saver, driving up to the local Stop and Shop gas station, and it was cloudy, overcast, but it still was nice temperature wise. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have a temperature of 57 degrees Fahrenheit, which 57 degrees Fahrenheit equates to 13 degrees Celsius. Man, we're up there for a morning temperature there. 57 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 degrees Celsius. And it looks like we will be having some wet conditions today as far as that goes. And uh, let's see, rain showers early with scattered thunderstorms arriving in the afternoon. So it is, springtime, March, April. So, April showers are going to be coming in here starting tomorrow. High is 71 degrees Fahrenheit. So the atmosphere is churning. So we're going to have some weather. Winds out of the southwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 50%. So we got a 50-50 chance of rain. And Laura says it's more sunny here. Tomorrow it's the 1st of April, and April is usually good here. Oh, is it? I don't know. It's a mixed bag here. March is always coming in. It's always windy. We get we get some tornadoes, but we may be getting more tornadoes in the month of April because it's still tornado season. Yeah, it looks like the rain will be coming in if it's not in already. Let's see. According to the graph here, yeah, we got some showers going on right now. I don't see the rain. The window's not wet. Yeah, we got people across the street starting their day as far as for work. Sun will be rising this morning at 0650 a.m., which is in about 32 minutes. It's currently 6:18. Sun will be setting at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Man, I like those late nights. It has rain here until 9 o'clock, and then I guess it picks back up a little bit later this afternoon with that thunderstorm. So we'll see what happens. Oh, tornadoes never happen. Never happen in Norway. Really? I thought they never happened in New York, but we've been getting them more. It's just the weather that blows out from the west comes in here and stuff. So, yeah, tornadoes are not a good thing. They're not a good thing. Our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:19 a.m. Cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 3:19 a.m. in their morning time currently. Clear skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City at 5:19 a.m. Cloudy skies, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. New York City, the jungle, as I call it. Cloudy sky. No, it's raining in New York City. It's raining down in the city. 6:19 a.m. 6:19 a.m. here in upstate New York. They have 46 degrees. We're warmer than New York City right now. Wow, that's something. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to Cork, Ireland, at 11:19 a.m. Cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit in Cork, Ireland, and Milan, Italia. Let's see. Lore says tornadoes like non-present in Norway, super rare, and if it happens there, okay, they're small, just a lot, just a heavy wind to where. Okay, gotcha, Lore. Yeah, for the most part, that's what it is in New York State, but we've been getting a lot of heavy winds of late, as far as that goes. Milan, Italia, at 12:20 p.m. It's Manja time in Italia. Milan, Italia. And that's because over there in Europe, you all changed your clocks ahead, I guess, yesterday. So it's a 5-hour difference now. That I usually always use UK as a benchmark. That's 5 hours ahead, and Italy is 6 hours ahead, I believe. Yeah. So as far as time over there in Europe and stuff, so they turned their clocks ahead this weekend. And in Milan, it is 68 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny and clear in Milan, Italia, where they're having lunch. Manja in Milan, Italia. Over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and in Malaysia, they had there in Miramar, they had a earthquake, 7.7. It's like 10,000 people that passed away and stuff. It's bad news. I saw a little bit of the clips on Saturday after it happened. It's bad. That is bad. 7.7. Yeah, that's wow. That's something. Let's see. 12 p.m. here. 12:20 p.m. here. Yes, we changed the clocks as far as that goes. Oh, what the hell's going on there? Oh, there we go. And Laura can confirm it. Thank you for helping, letting us know there. He confirms it. He lives over there, so there it is, right from the horse's mouth. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, but over there in Bangkok, Thailand, and Myanmar, they got raked over. Oh my God, it's bad. I saw this picture. This whole building it's bad. Temperature over in Kuala Lumpur at 6:22 p.m. Sunny and clear, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 7:22 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent of Australia, great country and friend and ally to the United States, Melbourne is at 9:22 p.m. Clear skies in their evening there, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And then in Sydney, Australia at 9:22 p.m., cloudy skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit in Sydney. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. So, yeah, that earthquake, oh my God, 7 points. That's massive right there, 7.7. There's gonna probably be a lot more than 10,000 people, but estimates and stuff, I haven't really seen it, but I've seen some video and Saturday of it. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. So let's see. We do have a thought for today, and it comes from a great American tennis star. Great American. Oh, let's see what happened there. Oh, that's right. I had to change. I put up one of this weekends, and I had to change it last minute on the X side. I like X because you have 30 minutes after you post, you can edit, and that's great. I guess if you're the higher tier premium, you get it all the time, but I find that very, very useful as far as that goes. Why do I got that? Oh, that's right. That's the X or X Live. Okay. Good morning. Did we forget to do something this morning or last night? What? Well, I start the coffee and all of a sudden I get this clear substance through. hot water.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So the coffee may be a little bit strong. I made the coffee this morning. See, the missus always preps the coffee the night before,
Huh.
and I just started up when I get up in the morning and stuff. And
Wonder if I got distracted.
yeah, you might have. Yeah, you probably did. So I had to make the coffee. It's a little bit strong. I put it's 6 scoops, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I probably put close to 6.5 and 6 3/4 the way my scoops are. Uh, so I made the coffee this morning. I don't usually make it that often, but I just remembered 6. I said, okay, I think it's 6 scoops.
Huh.
Yeah, I started and I go out to clean the cat boxes. I come back in the kitchen. I look and then like, what's this? I'm like, I'm not cleaning. It's all clear. I look and there's no coffee.
Oh, yeah, we can't afford the coffee part. We just have to have water.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Laura says about the earthquake. Earthquakes are bad. I don't think I would like to live in Japan. We lived in Japan for 4 years there. My last time just before getting on the service, and I was over there when the one that hit Kobe. And Kobe, where I was at in Japan, I was just outside Tokyo at Yokota Air Base. Kobe was like close to almost 300 miles to the south. Where I was at, the building shook. It was scary. It was scary. Laura's, oh, let's see what we got here. And then Laura says, highest earthquake in Norway was a 5.4 back in 1904. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow. Hey, anything goes. VT, how you doing? Another beautiful day on the railroad. Yes, yes, it is. Good to have you here coming in on the Rumble side. Thank you very much. Anything goes. Greatly appreciate there, my friend. And just to give everybody a anything goes. Who's been on? Okay, yeah, you've been here. Yeah, I just like that name. Anything goes, VT, which probably means you're up there in Vermont. I think I asked you that before. So glad to have you here. Good to be here on the Rumble. And currently we got 6 people on. You're one of 6 people there. Anything goes. Rumble rocks. Yeah, Rumble rocks. Let me do the dance. Do the dance, and then he does a fist bump. Everybody knows. If you don't know what that means, then you're not with it. Then we got one person on locals. I think we got one person on YouTube, but it doesn't show. 3 people on X Live or on Twitch, and over on the X Live. What do we have? Let me see. Oh, there it is. We don't have anybody on X Live. No, we're on X Live. Okay, we look pretty good over on X Live. That's good. Okay, we'll just put this back here on the. So we don't have anybody on X Live as of yet. So, but Rumble rocks. Rumble rocks. I did do something this weekend with Rumble, and let's see. Anything goes. Coffee is the lifeblood that fuels the dreams of champions. I raise my coffee cup to that statement. That's a good one there. Anything goes. Thank you. For the Rumble this weekend, I did something. Well, actually started last week, but it's working out quite well, and it's going to be a mainstay. Oh, let me get to the thought for the day. I'm getting sidetracked here. Our thought for today comes from a great American tennis player, and that's Arthur Ashe. Arthur Robert Ashe Jr. was an American professional tennis player. He won he won three Grand Slams titles in singles and 2 in doubles. Ashe was the first Black American player selected to the United States Davis Cup team and the only Black man ever to win singles titles in Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, and the Australian Open. That's the 3 biggies right there. His quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. Start where you are. Use what you have, do what you can. Let me read that again. Our thought for today and quote from Arthur Ashe. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. What's he trying to tell us? The meaning behind that is to realize exactly what the situation is, but to play the point as if this was the first point of the match without interference from what has already happened. So you basically want to. It's a powerful reminder to embrace your current situation, leverage your existing resources, and take action towards your goals, regardless of your limitations. We all have some limitations, but we have certain resources that we can use, and as far as that goes, and the finger pointing means a little. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do that. I'm sorry. Don't take it personally, guys. Okay. It's just like you. I'm emphasizing the you. You have to do that. Boo. Yeah, I see what you mean. It comes back at me. The finger point. Sorry. The little. Um, I do things. Yeah. Basically, yeah, do things. But you have to start where you are. You can't wait and say, oh, I'll start next week. Why wait when you can start now? Use what you have. We all have a certain amount of abilities. We don't have everything we need to do, but we use what we have and we do what we can. And if you can't, well, you just have to reassess and start that workflow over again. It's a good workflow. Number one, start where you are. Number two, use what you have. Do number three, do what you can. And then the end results is could be what anything goes. I do things. You're doing something. You're moving the ball forward. That's my bottom line is you're moving forward on getting things done and stuff like that. So a great quote, as all the quotes are great, from a great American tennis player, Arthur Ashe. I watched him play Wimbledon. Or not Wimbledon. I saw him play the U.S. Open. He was always a favorite down in the city there at the U.S. Open. So thank you, Arthur Ashe. God bless and Godspeed, sir. Great American athlete. Tim Fan 40. Yo, yo, yo. How you doing? Coming in on the YouTube. Coming in from Michigan. Glad to have you here, Tim. Hope you had a great weekend. And I hope things are all well out there in Michigan land. And as far as that goes, and appreciate you being here. Coming in on the YouTube side, my friend. It's good. So what was I saying before? I lost track. I get the crossroads. And Tim says good morning to all as well. So, the Lord of the Rings online. And hey, Mazamu, good morning. How you doing? What is it? Right there. There we go. Coming in on we getting everybody coming out this Monday morning. Mazamoon 989 on the Twitch side. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you here. And Laura saying good morning to Mazamu. Maza Moon. I'll get her. I don't know. Like I've always said, I can't pronounce names all that great, but glad to have you here. The Lord of the Rings online broadcast now. It's in 1080p. This broadcast right now is in 720p because I'm using Rumble Studios. But I found that when I do gaming on using Rumble Studios, I can only get to 720p is the highest. Let's see. What happened there? Oh, I didn't want that. Let's see. Tim Fan 40 says, be a long day today now. Oh, it's a long work day today. Yeah, Mondays usually are, aren't they? After a good weekend, Tim? And let's see, Mesbu. Wait, buddy, are you a Lord? Yeah, I've said that. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. Where have you been, dude? Where have you been? I'm an avid Lord of the Rings fan. I play Lord of the Rings online for it'll be 18 years this April now. It's 18 years that Lord of the Rings online, the MMO, I guess they call it, is what we got? We got a campaign here? No, no campaign. A little green button was on though. I don't know what that was all about. So yeah, I do like Lord of the Rings. I'm an avid fan, and let's see. I've been here for 4 months. No, I've met. No, 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 no. I play Lord of the Rings online. Okay, let me show you. Oh my god, you've been here 4 months, and I mentioned Lord of the Rings. The game I mentioned about the game because well, the big thing about playing the game, I've been at Lord of the Rings. Now, when I first read, I've told this story before. I think I told it 3 times last week. I read The Hobbit when I was in 6th grade. I couldn't stand it. I said, "What is this? What's this Hobbit in a hole? What the hell kind of story is that?" It wasn't until I got in the service when I first went in the service in '79. I was over in Italy, and we didn't have any internet back then. So you either listened to the radio. There was no real TV back then. You didn't have the cable TV and all the Netflix and all that. You watched Italian TV if you can understand Italian. So I listened to Armed Forces Radio, and I read a lot. And one of the book series I read was The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, a trilogy, and I fell in love with it again as far as that goes. And um, you've never heard me mention. Maybe you came in between the times, but I always mention it. I've been saying that for years and stuff. All you mentioned was like realistic military. Well, I do play those PUBG Battlegrounds, but Lord of the Rings Online. Let me show you it. Let me show you a clip of it. It's a free. You can play it for free. Okay, just go to lordoftherings.com, lotro.com. Let me bring it up here. Hang on for a minute. Let's see. Here we go. That's what we'll bring up right there. Let me bring that up. You got me talking about the Lord of the Rings game here. My big brother plays that game. I was surprised you. Yeah, I've been playing it for 18 years. That's my primary game that I play. I love the game. I love the environment. I'm a VIP. I've been a VIP subscriber since the get go. I'm sort of regretting not taking the lifetime membership for $200 because I spent more than $200. I probably spent a couple $1,000s on it in the 18 years here. Let's see. Let me show you here. Hang on. Bring up this. Go back to my Twitter page, and yeah, there it is. Go to my X page, and you can go right here to this one. This is I broadcast it to Rumble, and it's in 1080p now. Or else go to my Rumble page. You'll see it. This is the game I there it is on my Rumble page, and I got to make sure. Yeah, there we are. There I am playing it. That's me playing it right there. Let me set out my camera. That's me in the corner. No, that's a guardian. I play the guardian. I'm a tank. I like playing the tank. You turn down the thing, but we're in a tower here and we're battling and stuff. But you can see the clarity even here on the replay, as far as that goes. The clarity is really good, and that's the whole reason. My character is a guardian, and I play 2 hours Saturday night, and I love the game. The game is a great game. So so there we have it. There's the game as far as that goes. It's a great game. I enjoy the hell out of it. I'm going to be playing it. Oh, what happened there? What did we do? Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So put that back there. Banner. So you play a cool guy, right? You know, he's a guardian. He's a tank. I like playing the guard. The guardian. I have a ranger. I don't play him, but that was my original character. I've had that character for 17, 18 years now, and let's see. I'm a Hobbit player. I just farm corn all day. Oh, okay. So that's right. You've told me that before. It's smoke weed. You smoke the pipe weed. Yeah. So you do play. You play it and stuff like that. That's good. I think you said that before. I almost you saying that you play the Hobbit and stuff like that. Let's see. I got to make an educated guess. Do you play? I do have a dwarf right now. There's one character I call him Ryan. He's on the new server is a 64-bit server now. They have 4 new servers. They're bringing up more new servers. I transferred from the 32-bit to this bit. Housing is coming up this week, starting today, I guess. One of the areas. My area doesn't come up until Thursday, so I got to wait Thursday at 6 o'clock to get the house I want in one of the homesteads there. And but I have a room keeper, an elf, an elf that's a room keeper. I got the guardian there, Zappo. I've had him for years. Um, and the times before you've been in here, Masamu, I probably talked about PUBG because I got PUBG on the head. I love PUBG too. But if I had to have the choice, I'd take Lord of the Rings hands down. If there was one game I could only play, it would be Lord of the Rings. There's so much involved in that, and I've been playing it for so long. I always have good times playing it and stuff. Yeah, we never talked about Lord of the Rings. Really? Okay. Tina, good morning. You're finally here, girl. You just waking up? Our Jersey girl made it. Go get your coffee, girl. Go get your coffee there. Let's see. We got a Laura saying good morning to Tina, as far as from the Twitch, and Mazamu saying Lord. No, that's she's not. Tina is a. I don't know if it's a. Can you call a female a lord? Lourdes. Lourdes. Let's see. Our national day today. Let's get to that. Get me talking all about Lord of the Rings all day here. Let's see. We have several. We have National Tater Day. Oh, I like taters. National Bunsen Burner. Nah. National Prom Day. Yeah, I get prom day. They do the prom earlier, don't they? Used to be a June thing. National Clams on a Half Shell. I like clams, but I don't. I used to eat them a lot. Clam bakes. I like steam can clams. Ooh, they're good. Um, and Tina saying good morning to everyone. Good to have you here, Tina. I was wondering about you because it's like, what? Tina's usually the first one in here. But glad to have you here. Our Jersey girl's in the house. So we got a full house today as far as that goes. We're going to go with National Crayon Day. We're going to go with National Crayon Day. Hashtag National Crayon Day. Each year on March 31st, children and adults alike pick up their favorite colors and for National Crayon Day, opening up a box of crayons opens up the world of imaginations and funs. Yeah. Matter of fact, we're standing in the line at the supermarket, and there's an adult coloring. The thing is, an adult's coloring is nice and relaxing, they say, as far as that goes. Tina said, I didn't sleep. Oh, you didn't fall asleep until 2. Oh, okay. Okay. And let's see, Mazamu, I'm very short, so I always relate to hobbits. Okay. I had trouble joining the Air Force. Yeah, I guess you had that height requirement there. I'm on the other side. I'm real tall. Let's just say my height. I could probably. I'm 6'5" if I'm not leaning, and so I was on the tall side. So I think firefighting it didn't keep me, but if I was to become a pilot, I don't think I'd have a problem fit. I just barely fit into to the cockpit of an F-16. Nah, I fit pretty comfortably in a cockpit. I used to be the dummy they used to pull out. If we didn't have a dummy, they put somebody in there for egress training. That's to take the pilot out. Of course, the seat is safety because you don't want to sit in one of those pilot seats unless the seat's safety. Because if you push the wrong button, you're going for a ride. But I sat in my share of F-16s, F-15s, F-4s. F-4 is a little bit narrow. It's a little narrow space there for the pilot to sit in, but the F-15 is nice, and A-10 lots of room and stuff like that. They got a nice cockpit in there, uh, and also B-52, KC-135, C-130. Um, all the main aircraft. Okay, let's see. Wax and chalk based crayons have been used by artists all around the world for centuries. Edwin Beanie created the bright color crayons we are familiar with today. He was part owner of Beanie and Smith, a company that produced products such as paints, pigments, and slate pencils for school. So that was back in 1903. So today is National Crayon Day. Pick up a crayon and draw something as far as that goes. Oh, what do we got this here? um, I hope those guys got paid by crayons. There we go. And Tina says, "Oh, you're saying crayon. I didn't know what crayon was." I gotta clear my throat there and coughing a little bit. Crayon. Yeah, crayon, not crayon. Crayon. I forgot the young, Y-O-N. Crayon. That's what we have. The crayon. Sorry about that, Tina. Let's see. What's this? Um, box of. We don't have crayons. What do I have? I got colored pencils. I've had this box of colored pencils for like 30, 39. I've had these crayons, this package of pencils for almost 40 years. That's the closest I come. The kids used to have crayons when they were kids. I don't know if there's any still in the house. There's probably some somewhere in the junk drawer or something like that. Lots, lots of LOL. It's okay. I said okay. Crowns. 40 years. How cool is that for real? Yeah, Lord. I've had that. I've never got rid of them. They've always been with me and stuff like that. I've had those before I got married. They've always been convenient. It's just one of those things that's on the desk. Colored pencils are for slow servicemen. There we go, Miss Me. Actually, I got them, and when I was stationed at Griffiths, I was the fire department supply guy, and I pinched them from the supplies. We had an extra one, so I took a box. I was working. I used to do. I used to use those when I was in the fire department for making fire plans. You know, you got colored pencils and different things and stuff like that. And let's see, I still have my Nellis crayons. There we go, Mazimu. There we go. Oh yeah, exactly. Um, let's see, what do we got? Oh, okay, we're at 46 minutes. I've been talking up a storm here. That's where we're running a little. We're going to go ahead and do 100 years ago. I got that up here. Let's see what Roger Luther has to say. As far as if I can find it, where the hell is it? Man, they don't make it easy anymore. Let's see. Where the heck is it? Let's see. Let me go back here. It's usually their feature for Do they have one for Friday? Let's see, 100 years. Man, I should have. 100 years. Let's see, March. No, that's not March 6th. What do we want? We want. Let's see if I find it here. Hang on for a minute, folks. I got to search for this. This would have been for March 28th. Let's see. 28th. Let's see what we got. Nothing found. What the heck? The last one was the 26th. I guess Roger Luther took Friday off. Let's see. No, that one's for the 26th. We've already seen that one. Look for 28th there. Let me see if that works. No, no, it's not going to work. No, we don't have one, folks. I'm afraid. I'm afraid we do not have one. Let's see. Let's see. Laura says I have a silver medal from 1984, back in the day when I was a good footballer, soccer, good memories. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. You always got to keep them. The box. It's like it has a memory to it. So yeah, that's exactly true. And that's Tina says that's cool, Laura. There we go. Okay, let's see. We don't have, so let's just. I guess we'll just read the history of what we have here. So hang on for a minute, folks. Apologize for that, but they don't have one for Friday. So let's see. Good history for March 31st. We have 42 years ago today, Mighty Python, The Meaning of Life was released in the United States. I love the Mighty Python movies. It was released in the United States to a modest box office success and enormous cult acclaim. And I used to watch Mighty Python on public TV. It used to be on. So let's see. In 1889, the Eiffel Tower designed by architect Gustave Eiffel, officially opened in commemorating the French Revolution. 1967, Jimi Hendrix set his guitar on fire for the first time, ascending to the news level with his stage persona 2 months after RU Experience was released. And let's see. Hang on for a minute, folks. And in 1991, Albania held first multi-party elections in 50 years. That's interesting. Over on the AP side, it was on this day, March 30th, 1981, and I remember this. I remember like it was yesterday. President Ronald Reagan was shot and seriously injured outside a Washington, D.C. hotel by John Hinckley Jr. Also wounded were White House Press Secretary James Brady. I don't think he's alive anymore. Secret Service agent Timothy McCarthy and a District of Columbia police officer Thomas Del Hardy. Hinckley would be found not guilty by reasons of insanity, and held at a psychiatric hospital until his supervised release in 2016. Yeah, James Brady, he passed away as a result of his injuries back in 2014. So, President, that was a scary time. I was up at Hanscom Field and outside Boston when that happened, and it was very, very thing. Masamu says, I have a lot of opinions of those guys, but I'll keep them to myself. Yeah, yeah. I have, yeah, I have the same type. We probably agree on a lot of those things. What those, especially on the recent thing here, last fall there, I guess, or the most recent ones with President Trump. We took a bullet in the ear and stuff like that. It was close. It's close. This is just you know, you have some crazy people out there, and they're not thinking straight. And but we need to protect our president. No, I don't care what party he's in. The president has to be protected. I'm not too thrilled with the last one. Okay, probably be the worst president, but he's still freaking president. So even though we could get into discussion there, right, Mazamu? Okay, moving on in history here. Um, in 1822, Florida became a United States territory in 1822, and in 1867, U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward reached agreement with Russia to purchase the territory of Alaska for 77.2 million. Let's see, what was 7.2 million worth back in 19? Let's see, 7.2 million worth. What year was that? 1867. 1867. Oh wow, that was the equivalent. That would have been the equivalent of 116,762,162.16. I think they would have said so. 7 million back then was equivalent to 116 million. Of course, it's probably worth a lot more than that. Alaska's probably worth billions of dollars. Florida, I guess Florida, Okay, I guess that's a good thing, maybe. Yeah, it was a territory. It became a state afterwards. Okay, let's see. Let's see, what else do we have here? 1975, as the Vietnam War neared an end, communist forces occupied the city of Da Nang. There's an ex-fire chief I knew I worked under. Well, actually, it was the fire chief. One of the fire chiefs I worked under when I was a volunteer before going in the Air Force. He was in Da Nang during the Tet Offensive. That was a bad. We get done with truck duty on a Sunday, and we'd be back on the bar. And this is back when I was a junior. I couldn't drink beer, but I used to drink the RC Cola. I loved the RC Cola. It was icy cold. But we go back in the hall, and once in a while, he would talk about Vietnam, and everybody would just, a football game could be on, but we were listening to him because it was just amazing, um, the stories and stuff like that. I'll never forget that. So we should have never been in Vietnam. If you look back on history, the United States had their opportunities to recognize it beforehand, and we probably would have been a lot better off today. Well, we're good friends with Vietnam now, I guess, to a certain degree. But just that time frame, just during the 50s and 60s, the United States was so anal about communism back then. Let's see. Mazamu says my dad worked with a guy who was in Da Nang. He was good. Yeah, Da Nang was a major city right there up on the DMZ, and it saw a lot of action. But if we would have, I don't know. You can look back on the history of Vietnam, and we had our opportunities. We just weren't. We're asleep at the wheel, I guess. Let's see. Laura says, watch a lot of documentaries about. Yeah, the most current one that came out here on the History Channel. It's a very complete. It talks about the first two episodes on this one I watched. It's on the History Channel. They talk about Ho Chi Minh back before World War One. He was advocating the United States to recognize Vietnam as a country, but back then they were a colony of France, and France wasn't giving it up. And and if you look at the speeches that Ho Chi Minh made, they were almost they ran parallel to. It's almost like did he page patch what they call that copied Thomas Jefferson, because he wanted freedom and all this and stuff like that. And he after World War One, he tried to get the United States to recognize, and Woodrow Wilson said, "No, you got to go talk to the French." Just blew him off. And then he came back after World War Two. Truman didn't want to sit with him because he thought, "Oh no, I don't." That he looked at him as he doesn't come up to my stature. He let the Secretary of State do that, and they said, "No, we can't do anything about it." So what are they going to do? They're going to go to we pushed them to communism, basically. We had some leaders back then that weren't forward thinking, I guess. So there's our history. Um, let's see, what's this here? Here's an interesting fact. A fact of the day. Maybe we should be doing this. The feathers under a flamingo's wings are black. You typically see them when they are flying. Oh, I never knew that. Did you guys know that? You think of flamingo, you think of pink. Pink. Okay, let's see. And let's see. Last week, anything goes. What is it? Ho 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 chi minh. Let's see. Fighting for the common man. Yeah, he. Excuse me. Yeah, Ho Chi Minh. I guess he's the founding father there and stuff. He was, but we could have recognized him. I was really intrigued by this history of Vietnam. I can't think of it, but it talked about several people from New York State that were in Vietnam, and uh, but the episode, the first two episodes, definitely the first episode, they were talking about Ho Chi Minh, about all these paths that we missed. And it's just one of those things you look back and say, man, what if we would have recognized? We wouldn't have. It would have been a whole lot different. And let's see, Mesmu. I don't know. I didn't know that. I know they shrimp, and that's why. Oh, they eat shrimp. That's why. Oh, is that why they're pink? I didn't know that. Is that the reason why they're? Oh, wow. Flamingos are pink, unless my eyes. Yeah, they're saying under the wing, under the wing, because you don't know their wings are folded, so you're not going to see it. But when they're flying, I think there is a strip of black feathers there. So let's see, American war crimes in Vietnam are brutal, and yeah, that's any war. You can even go back to Vietnam or to World War II there too. Anything goes, and even World War I was atrocious as far as that goes. Did you know the last day of World War One, they knew that peace was coming, but they still fought, and there was like over close to over 10,000 people that died in a span of on the last day, as far as that goes. And Mezamu says, yeah, the shrimps are pink with cartonins and flamingos. Oh, okay. So that's what causes it's the pigment of their feathers. We are what we eat. So if I eat a lot of shrimp, I turn pink. Oh, the fun facts that we have here on this broadcast. Okay, let's see. How's my coffee? My coffee's doing all right. But we are at an hour. I'm going to take a break here, folks. Man, I've been doing a lot of talking here. And when we come back, we'll do the sports. as far as that goes. So you just hang in there, and I will be right back, and we'll continue the second half of the broadcast. And what am I doing here? I'm going to be doing bubblegum. Okay, we'll be right back, folks. And an open mic. And we're back. We are back, folks. And open mic. Open mic. Got my second cup of coffee here, folks. We're back for the second half here. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich over there on X, my mainstay for posting on these social media feeds. And We're back for the Monday morning coffee for 03.31.2024-25 at Rumble video broadcast. And we're using Rumble Studios, broadcasting into Rumble, Locals, YouTube, X Live, and Twitch. And oh, I forgot to start the Facebook. Holy shit. You know what? We're way too late. I'm going to have to. Oh, damn. It's not going good anyway, so we're going to go ahead and squash that. I forgot to start it. We've already started an hour, so I'm going to put the hot link in there. Let me put the link. Oh, that's. Well, always forget one thing. That's what it usually comes down to, right? You always forget one thing. We'll get it next time. It's sitting there. You got to push a button to get it started. As far as that goes for the Facebook, I had it all preset. All I had to do is start it, and I forgot to press the button. So we'll just put the hot link there on the Fireman Rich Facebook page, and for those that are watching on the Facebook, once the link goes up, I apologize for that. And, okay, there we go. All right, we're back. Let's see. What do we got for comments? Let's catch up on the comments. Shrimp. Let's see. Shrimp are mildly. Are they mildly toxic? If you eat too many, you can get sick. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Anything goes says. See you. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. I'm back. What the hell's that emoji? Oh, okay. Let's see. Maybe pink, but sick for sure. There we go. And then Tina went. See you later, Tina. Ciao for now. Gotcha. And Laura has a question. One question. How do you like the lame emotions I made? I guess, yeah, the emotions are emotions. I don't get too excited about emojis there, Laura. So, okay, Tina, see you later. Bye. Ciao for now. She's going over to see Hal. I thought, yeah, Hal was on. I just saw him there. What happened to him? Is he on? Let me refresh this over here. Yeah, he was on. I saw him on the OneDrive. Didn't sign in. Okay. How do you like the Liam emoji? Okay. Is that slap in the face? Okay. And let's see, ads are starting right in 5 seconds on the Twitch side. So, well, I just, not that just got me off kilter, not starting the Facebook, but that's okay. We got the link up there. So we're back, and I've got the second cup of coffee here, and we have some thunder. We got some storms coming. We may or may not go for a walk this weekend because we have some rain. You can see the clouds out there. It's a little windy. Yeah. What did it say it was? 10 to 20 miles per hour? Let me see. Yeah, winds 10 to 20. Yeah, when you see the trees, what I'm looking at right now, the way they're moving, that's at least 15 miles per hour. From the get going that much. I mean, we got this neighbor has this big ass tree. It goes up maybe 30 feet, and it spreads out a wide area. All the leaves are shaking on that, so that's at least 15 miles an hour easily, as far as that goes. So I don't know that it looks a little dark on the horizon there.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have to keep tabs on that. Well, let me see. Let me check the radar here. Let's see what we got on the quick radar. Yeah, we got inbound rain coming in right now, so maybe we might have to wait an hour.
Well, we're not going now.
No, I think even I think if we wait afterwards or something like that. So let's see. Yeah, we check keep a tabs on the weather. The current weather right now, just to give you an idea what's going on. That's what we have. It's clear right now, but right over on the western side of the southern tier, there's let's see if I can bring up the radar map. Let's see. Let's get an update on the weather here. Well, where is it? I know I saw it on the main. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. So the current weather here in upstate New York. Let me go ahead and bring this up here. Here's the current weather, what we're looking at right now. That's what we're looking at right now, coming into the southern tier. Yeah, we got weather all the way down to freaking Mississippi there. So, but right here in the southern tier, you can see right there where Wego is. That's right around the Wego area. That's where I live at, right there. And you can see we got rain coming in from the southwest. So that's going to be here. And it looks like it might be over as soon as it gets here. It'll be over with. So that's what we have for weather right now. Oh, was it on the emoji there, Laura? You said we use it when he drops the F bomb. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, Liam. He's on. He's been on. He gives me guys. Yes, the emoji. Yeah, okay, the emoji there. Yeah, you got an emoji where all of the viewers there. Speaking of viewers, let me ask you something here. Okay, if I go over to Lamb's, let me get this out of here first. Let me bring this back to this the main screen here. I got a question for you all. Let's see. If I key Lamb's over here, and I'm going to look, and I always look what I've been looking at. He's at 9.3. He's at 936 p. Okay, which is a step up from. That's a step up from 10 or from 750, but it's not 1080p. It's like right in the middle. So that's a pretty good. He's got a good. Now this right here, this view. If you go on Twitch, for me, and you click the little cog, it says 720p. Okay, so I can't get this any higher than 720p because I'm using Rumble Studios. I've come to the conclusion that's why it's still a great picture. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love using the functionality of Rumble Studios and everything. But would you say that 1080p, a broadcaster at 1080p, is better than a person? Or do you all consider, I guess, when you're looking at it, that aspect of the video, or the person you're looking at? You look at what they're broadcasting at. Does that ever come into consideration to you guys? Let's see. Laura says he bought a new PC with a very good graphics card, the 460. Yeah, but he's only broadcasting at 938. If he uses his graphic card, I think that's what I have. I have a Navid 4060. I believe I have a 4060. I have a Navid graphics card, and that enables you when you have it. So he's at 936. That might be because of his limitations. It might be the limitations of his internet, because they say if you don't have a strong internet, you can bump it down to 936, which is obviously doing, and he has a great picture. But even 720p in this format. Now, when I'm gaming, now that's where I'm going with this. because I'm gaming Lord of the Rings, what you saw earlier, that was at 1080p. 1080p, it's crisper. It just pops out at you and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering, you as viewers, do you ever consider what broadcasting rate a broadcaster is going at? Do you ever look at that? Or, I bring it up now, you're probably thinking of it. 1080p is more. Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes you can't achieve 1080p, Laura. That's what I'm saying. I can't achieve 1080p for this broadcast unless I go. I have a different workflow. I use Prism Live, and that there's something that bottlenecks using the Rumble. If I was to broadcast just in OBS and I was just on Twitch, I could get 1080p no problem. Um, Now, when I use Rumble and I attach it to Prism Live, I use Rumble via the RTMP. I can get 1080p on Rumble, and when I stream, it's always 1080p. Laura says, okay, so you have to have a good internet service, I guess, to get 1080p. But there are some restrictions. I have decent internet. You probably have better because you always Sweden, Norway, they always have better internet service and stuff. So that's what I was looking at for gaming. Gaming, I'm only broadcasting on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. But I use Prism Live Studios now when I broadcast the gaming. It just makes it a better picture. Now, when I was doing broadcasting Lord of the Rings online with 720, you could barely read the in-game text when a quest would come up on a box. Now, under 1080p, that box comes up, that same box, you can read it crystal clear. So that's the difference. And I was just wondering, you as a viewer, I guess I look at it sporadically because I do live stream. So, and I think as a broadcaster, you should always be looking at how you can improve your broadcast. So, but the gaming will be at 1080p. This broadcast will be staying at 720. This, you can't get better than this. And there's no real need because 720p in this type of format, like me talking to y'all and stuff like that, even if I had guests up, that's still it's more than sufficient as far as that goes. So I just was asking that question. Let's see the sports. Let's get to the sports. This weekend we had. Let's see. Laura says I got some complaints that my stream was lagging, which it was not. Not everyone can handle. Yeah, that's true too, Laura. Not everyone can handle 1080p. That's why you have an adjustment thing. You can adjust it. Those people think if you're stream, I know exactly what you're talking about because you're saying, "Oh yeah, you're lagging." And it's not lagging. It takes two to tango. So you got the sender, but you have the receiver. You might have shitty. You might have crappy. Believe me, I've had my share of crappy internet in the past, so I know what I'm talking. I know exactly what you mean there, Laura. So good point. Let's see, sports this weekend here in the United States. We did have the continuation of the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight that played this weekend. Let's see. I didn't watch any of the NCAA. And it looks like Auburn won, and they're going to the Final Four. Wow. One of my four made it to the Final Four. So the Final Four, after the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight, I'm not going to go over the games. You got Auburn, number one, Florida, number one, Duke, number one, and Houston, number one. Four number ones. They all made it to the Final Four. And mine is still Auburn. I want Auburn to win it, though. If Duke wins it, I'd like to see that. They're on the other side. So all Auburn will be playing Florida April 5th. When is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Will be this Saturday, April 5th at 6:09, and then Duke and Houston is on after that. Those are two good games. Those all number one. They're all number one, so that's going to be good. In NBA action, starting last Friday. Let's see, NBA basketball here in the United States. And I guess the New York Knicks made it to the playoffs. So if the New York Knicks made it to the playoff, that means, let's see, everybody above the bar. Okay, the Celtics made it to the playoffs because they were number 2. Of course, Cleveland made it. They're number 1 in the division. So I saw a posting of that. Okay, the game starting Friday. The Brooklyn Nets lost to the Clippers 132 to 100. The Knicks beat the Bucks 116 to 107. And then going into Saturday, the Nets beat the Wizards 115 to 112. That's good. And the Celtics beat the Spurs 121 to 111. And yesterday, the Knicks beat the Trailblazers 110 to 93. And that was it. And the games tonight, who do we have playing tonight? Anyone? The Nets play the Mavericks. And then tomorrow night, we have the Knicks playing the 76ers. That should be a good game. And the Celtics are off here the next 2 days. Okay. Major League Baseball, of course, started. So going into the weekend, let's see how the boys of summer played. Let's see, starting Friday. Tina, you're back. What happened to? I saw Hal up on the Twitch, but is he having problems? You don't know? Yeah, because I saw him up there. Yeah, he was up there, but he's not up there anymore. Okay. Let's see. Baseball starting Friday. We had the Mets. They won against the Astros. You go Mets. Yeah, Mets beat the Astros Friday 3-1. And then Saturday, the Yankees. Wow, the Yankees beat the Brewers Saturday 20-9. Wow, that was a big game. There's a lot of runs there. And let's see. Did the Mets play Saturday? Yeah, Mets lost to the Astros the second game there, 2-1. Okay. And the Yankees, they beat the Brewers yesterday, 12-3. Did they play them Friday? Let me see. No, they didn't play them Friday. And today, we got the Mets playing the Mariners at 6:40 tonight, and the Yankees, I think they're off on Monday. Yeah, they're off on Monday. So there we go. So those are the boys of summer. The standings right now, the Yankees are in first place. They're undefeated, 3-0. And let's see, the Mets. The Mets are 1, 2, 3. They're in fourth place. They're 1-2 behind the Nationals, the Phillies, and Mariners. They're ahead of the Braves, though. The Braves are 0-4. I can't stand the Braves. Okay, so that's baseball. Let's see. This weekend, starting Friday night, Saturday, and then yesterday, Sunday, we had some football. The Spring Football League, United Football League started. And Friday, my Battlehawks, they won 31-6. They killed the Roughnecks. And then Saturday, the San Antonio lost to the Brahmas lost to the Renegades, Arlington Renegades. Yeah, it's the Houston Roughnecks in Arlington. San Antonio lost to Arlington 33-9. So those are two blowout games. And then yesterday, the Michigan Panthers, beat the Memphis Showboats 26-12. And the defending champions, the Birmingham Stallions, lost to the DC Defenders. Now, the thing is about that game, DC Defenders, one of the unique things there in Washington, and the home games, they got the beer cup snake. All the beer cups they bring at one location, they connect them up, and they have this long snake of beer cups. They said, I guess the length of the beer cups could equal to like $100,000 worth of beer. So those are the first week of United Football League started out. Some good play, I'll have to say, but the Friday, Saturday, and the first game yesterday, they were blowouts. the I watched more of the Stallions Defender game yesterday. That was I wanted the Stallions to win, but I'm glad the Defenders won. Okay, so I do have a broadcast I do on Thursday nights now. It's about 7 o'clock. It's called Let's Talk Football, UFL football, and we'll go a little bit more in depth to the games here as far as what I thought of them and stuff like that. And it's some good play, um, and interesting. I think it's going to come down to where uh, we'll see after the second week, because the four teams that won this week, I think those are going to be the top tier. I don't know, but Stallions may still be in it. They just got to get their act together. I do like the Panthers, and the Battlehawks. Definitely, that's the team I want to win it all. As far as I always say that, I like the St. Louis Battlehawks even when they were playing in the United Football League. Okay, so there we got for football, and as far as that goes, so then let's see. And Hal is not up. Wow, he must have some problem. I wonder if it's because of the storms out in Michigan. No, there's no storms out in Michigan. Let's see. Let me rewind that. What's the weather like out in Michigan? No, it's clear. His okay. Let's go to Fox 40. Let's see what we got here for news. Refresh that, and we'll see what happens. Oh, here's something of interest. Let's go ahead. No, that doesn't have a video on it. So let's see. Latest news, latest videos. What do we have here? Let's see. I'm checking Fox 40. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation with Fox 40 or any of the other news agencies that we present here on the morning coffee broadcast. Oh, I was wrong. There it is. They posted it. Okay, we got 100 years ago. Let's bring this up. We got 100 years ago from Friday. I did not see this last. They must have just posted this up. Oh, they're tricking us. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Good that you came back, Tina. We have 100 years ago. Let's see. He doesn't know he's having problem. He doesn't know he's having a problem. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and do 100 years ago, and it just popped up on the site there. When I was looking at it earlier, there was nothing there. Okay, let's go back here. No, we don't want that. We want 100 years ago. Here we go. We'll bring this up. 100 years ago. There we go. We're gonna listen to Roger Luther. So maybe I jinxed him because I'm here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. So here's 100 years ago, as of Friday, March 28th, 2024. Let's go ahead and get this one cranking here.
100 years ago today, police believe they have identified the arsonist responsible for the deadly fire at the Coffee Den on Washington Street Wednesday. It was announced today that an arrest may be made soon. The funeral of the fireman killed in the fire was held today at First Presbyterian Church, and firemen then led the procession to Spring Forest Cemetery. 500 gallons of wine and quantities of distilled spirits were confiscated during a raid by federal agents at a house on Varick Street today. And finally, a 12-year-old boy from the town of Union was caught by police this morning when he tried to take his air rifle into school with him. That was the news, March 28th, 1925.
Oh, those kids, they do some wacky things. I want to take my BB gun in as far as, oh my God, that's something. That's something. Let's see. Oh my, yeah, that's an oh my and stuff like that. And let's see, they don't have the. Yeah, it's okay. This was how come I didn't see? It says it was posted 14 hours ago. I think it's ironic they're talking about the firefighter that passed away 100 years ago. That we recently had a firefighter in Binghamton, New York, pass away of a line of duty death and stuff like that. Sort of a little eerie, 100 years ago. There was a firefighter line of duty death, and we had one here most recently. Give it a couple weeks as far as a date and stuff like that. But that's something. Okay, so we got to see Roger Luther. Thank you, Roger Luther. Appreciate that. And I'm not sure why I didn't see that at the beginning. This new web page is like, let's see, is this in a video format? Okay, this is I'm not sure if this is going to come up. Vietnam Veteran Recognized Event. This is in Vestal. We'll go ahead and bring this one up. Let's see if this one comes up and stuff like that. Is it going to? I don't know if this is playing. Are they having problems on their? I wonder if they're having problems on their page. Huh. Let's see. Copy video address. No, we don't want that. I don't know if there's something going on with Fox 40 or what. It just a page didn't load. Then again, it could be me. I don't think it should be me, but let's see. Let's bring this back. Refresh the page. There's something going on with their page here. Maybe they're still loading stuff. At any rate, let's see. Continuing through, we'll have to skip over Fox 40. Oh, let's see. Maybe it goes on this one. Let's see.
Over 70 Vietnam veterans.
Okay, here we go. Here it is. Here's the on the Vietnam vet.
Over 70.
Let's go ahead. This is over 70 Vietnam veterans gathered in Endicott to celebrate the American Legion Post 82 to celebrate the National Vietnam Veterans Recognition Day that took place Saturday. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Here it is. This is the article here. I guess it's a shorter format, but we'll listen to it nonetheless. Here we go.
Over 70 Vietnam veterans were honored for their service today at the American Legion Post 82 in Endicott, celebrating the National Vietnam Veterans Recognition Day on Saturday.
You continue to serve your country well after you returned home. You were active members of this community, integral parts of this community. You gave back through charity events and through a wide variety of significant deeds on behalf of your respective community.
The event continues the over 20-year tradition of events held in the Southern Tier for the day. Each veteran was given a lapel pin and a presidential proclamation, recognizing their rank, unit, and dates of service.
You continue to serve by advocating for your fellow veterans, by sharing your stories, and by ensuring that future generations never forget the cost of freedom. Broome County is proud to be a community that honors its veterans not just with words, but with action.
This year marks the final year of the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War, which ended on April 30th of 1975. Each speaker also honoring the struggles veterans had upon returning home.
America has too often failed our Vietnam veterans. When you came home, many of you weren't able to access the GI benefits you were owed or the health care you needed. Homelessness rates among Vietnam veterans are unacceptably high, not the fault of our veterans, but failure of politicians and the American government.
County Executive Jason Garner reaffirming Broome County's commitment to continue providing for local veterans.
We now understand that honoring service doesn't end when the war is over. It means ensuring that our veterans have the support, the respect, and the care they've earned, long after the battlefield has grown quiet. Here in Broome County, we take that lesson to heart.
With plans including continued development of a new Veterans Resource Center in Binghamton. Reporting in Endicott, Daniel Robinson, Fox.
So they honored the Vietnam veterans there in Endicott, New York, and my hats off to them. It's always good to recognize the veterans, especially the Vietnam veterans. They did get a raw deal. I remember I went into the United States Air Force when they it was several years after the end of the Korean War. Freaking going through the wars there at the end of the Vietnam War, and it wasn't a good time as far as afterwards. And Captain Rehab, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I got a haircut. No big deal. I feel a lot better. I don't have to worry about the crap around me and stuff like that. Thank you for that. Captain Rehab's in the house. Thank you for being here, Captain Rehab. Coming in from the city of brotherly love. But that's over in Broome County. That's the next county over. We do our share of honoring our veterans of any war, really, the veterans. But the most prominent veterans nowadays is the Vietnam vet. I very rarely see or talk to a veteran when I'm out and about from World War II or the Korean War. The Korean War is known as the Forgotten War. Nobody really, as far as that goes. What's this? Broome County. Oh, where the floor sweeping. Okay, Broome. Okay, I get it. I didn't get it. It's like, what is he talking about? Oh, Broome. Okay. Yeah, Broome County. That's they're a little bit more. They're not as rural as we are here in Tioga County, but that's it's about 15, 20-minute drive to the east here that get into Broome County there. Okay, so let's see what else we have on file. I think there was another article, updated one, but okay, that's on Fox 40. Let's see, on WB or WEBO or EBO. Oh, this is something I need to talk about. This comes up, they have an article here on WEBO. That's the local radio station here in Owego, New York. And what they're talking about here is, all right, where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. And what we have is, this is off of WEBO, my hometown news page. And let's see, there it is. That's the radio stations. I like listening to this radio station, 95.3. Oh, there was a controversy with the Yankee. No, I had. That's the first I'm hearing about it, Captain Rehab. I'm not aware of it. I'll have to check that out here. Talk to them. I just gave the scores there. The Yankees had a good regarding the Yankees torpedo bats. Ooh, they're spiking the bats. If you look up, it's pretty interesting. Okay, we'll look at it here in a minute here. The Owego Strawberry Festival, the dates are set for June 19th and 21st. I plan on going there as far as that goes. And what does that all entail? The 43rd Annual Owego Strawberry Festival will return in June. The 3-day event will kick off on Thursday, June 19th with the Rock and Run Strawberry Festival 5K, which features a walk and run as well as live music at Hickory's Park. The always popular block party will be held Friday, June 20th, starting at 5 p.m. with live music. Friday and food, entertainment, and wrapped up with fireworks on Friday night at 9:30 p.m. The annual parade will be held on Saturday, June 21st at 9:30. Following the parade, a day of music, children activities, vendors, and more will take place in downtown Owego. Organizers are looking for sponsors and volunteers and all that, bless. But me and the missus will probably be going Saturday to the Strawberry Festival. And I can get my speedy sandwich and get my kettle corn that I get every year. And Tina saying hi to Captain Rehab. Okay, let me see about this Yankee torpedo thing. Let me see what that's all about. And this is off of like I said, WEBO. It's the radio station that I listen to, and my hometown news, and it's a good radio station. And they have a whole host of other radio stations in their lineup, and I like listening to 95.3. That's a good classic rock. WABO is the flagship, though, for all these networks that they have under the Radican Media. Again, no association with Radica Media or WEBO or anything. I just like going on there and talking about it gives an idea of what's going on here in the thing here. Okay, we're going to check out what Captain Rehab just said here. Let me bring it up into Google here, because I am a Yankee fan. Let's see. Oh, torpedo-shaped bats draw attention after Yankees hit team record 9 home runs in round. You know, the score, that explains why the score was so high, Captain Rehab. We went over the scores, and what was the game? What was the game? Was it Friday or Saturday? Let me bring the scores back up here. It was... They were playing... Yeah, it was Saturday. They were playing the Brewers. It was 20. Yeah, 20. You got it. 20 to 9. And for those folks that are, let me bring this up. This is off of the AP. Now let's go. Where's the AP? Here's the AP. Let me bring this tab up. Here it is. This is on the AP. This is what Captain Rehab is talking about. Torpedo-shaped bats draw attention after Yankees hit. They had 9 home runs. Holy criminy. Oh my God. 1 of 3 New York Yankees, Jazz. Let's see. New torpedo bats draw attention when New York Yankees hit a team record 9 homers and travel a combined 3,690 feet. Wow. Using a striking different model in which wood is moved lower down the barrel after the label and shapes the end like a bowling pin. So look at the bat. Oh, I wonder if there's do you think they might have some regulations on that type of bat? What the hell? That's something. Holy criminy. I wonder if that bat's legal now. I bet you there's some other players that are saying maybe the Yankees got onto something that that's ahead of what some other players and stuff like that. Let's see. The Yankees hit 4 more homers in a 12-3 win Sunday and 15. Major League Baseball has relatively uncomplicated bat rules, stating under 3.02 the bat shall be smooth, round stick, not more than 2.6 inches in diameter at the thickest point, not more than 42. The bat shall be 1 piece of solid wood. It goes to state there may be a cup indentation up to 1 1/4 inches in depth. So that's the ruling. Wow, that's interesting, Captain Rehab. That is very interesting. Let's see, what's he have to say here? There are regulations on it, but it is technically legal. It's technically legal. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Wow. Major League Baseball also inspects and authorizes the bat before the game. So it was authorized. But the Yankees haven't. I wonder if other ball. That's going to be interesting now to see if it just. Wow. Right from the first week. Let's see. The Yankees torpedo bats were studied and designed by an MIT engineer. MIT engineer. That brings up a thing. The group Boston, before they were a group, did you know Boston was one person? He was also an MIT engineer. I found that out this yesterday. I was watching a YouTube on Boston. It was one person until they were getting ready to come out with the first album. They added a vocalist. I can't think of you can look it up. It's he was in the band, but he created all the sounds on all the sounds for Boston and stuff in his basement up in Boston. And very interesting story. He was an MIT, so we got an MIT engineer that designed. Freaking Yankees had a band.
I know you told.
Did you
I
hear?
heard you. Yeah.
That was another MIT engineer. Man, those engineers are smart, aren't they? Wow. Thanks, Captain Rehab, for bringing that story. That's an interesting sports story. We got to keep track of that to see what happens. That's pretty interesting. Let's see. I hear the missus in the back. Oh, Captain Rehab says good morning. She says good morning. It's got a mouth. Okay, so, and of course the Yankees, people will be looking at that because the standings right now is the Yankees are undefeated, 3-0. Let's see.
Even after they lost Soto.
What's that?
That's even after they lost Soto. That's his name, right? Soto.
He
went to the Mets.
She knows baseball? Did they
You
lose?
didn't hear that story?
No, you got me looking up that
Oh, no.
story. Oh my
Mets
God.
gave him a huge deal.
Let's see. This guy, Juan Soto. Okay. He's going to the Mets. Yeah, okay. I did hear something about that. It's just, there's so much money and stuff. But the Mets lost to the Astro here in the recent game. Okay, yeah, he's a Met fan or a Met player now and stuff like that. How come that stuff? You don't even watch it.
Because Yankees.
Oh, the Yankees. Okay,
Just
gotcha. Let's see. Captain Rehab says, I have a feeling the Major League Baseball is going to ban them. It could be. Because, I mean, you introduce something new and you're freaking, you got home runs coming out of coming out of nowhere. That many? That's not just an anomaly. I'm just curious if there's other teams out there that are going to be using that bat now. And Captain Rehab says, yes, Soto got highest contract in Major League. See, the missus knew that. I knew he got a lot of money and stuff, but she keys in the Yankees. We're Yankee fans. I like the Mets too. I'm a Met fan too, but I've leaned more towards the Yankees in my older years now for some reason. So again, thank you for bringing that. That's interesting. Oh man, that's something to keep tabs on. That is a very good story there, Captain Rehab. Thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciated. Okay, let's see. What do we got on WNBF? Do we have anything? Let's see. Captain Rehab says yes, but there's nothing stopping other teams from using the same type of bats. Yeah, until they ban them. I imagine that because the Yankees, they're on to something. So I guarantee there's probably other teams. I'm just wondering what other. We'll see. Some other team, all of a sudden, the scoreboard is off the charts and is like, "What kind of bat are you guys using? Are you using a torpedo bat?" And that could be. It's technically legal, like you said, but they changed the dynamics, I guess. So, okay, let's see. Anything at WNBF? No, nothing there. Let's see. WBNG. Oh, it's Dora. Get something. Is there anything on here? Excuse me. Captain Rehab said, I believe the Cubs are using them too. Okay, what was the Cubs score? Let's see. What was the Cubs score this weekend? Although the Cubs stink, yeah, exactly. I'm just curious to see. Let's see what the Cubs. Let's see the Cubs. Who did the Cubs? They played the Athletics tonight. Yesterday, Diamondbacks, they beat the Cubs yesterday 10-6. That's a high-scoring game right there. 10-6. I'm curious on what the bats they were using. And the Mets beat the Brewers yesterday 12-3. That's a high score. 12. They got 20 points Saturday, and then they got 12 points, 12 runs on Sunday. Let's see. Cubs on Saturday 4-3. That's a normal score. Philly. Let's see. Phillies on Saturday, they beat the Nationals 11-6. And let's see, Friday. Okay, and then Sunday, who did the Phillies play? Seeing that Captain Rehab's here. He probably already knows the score. Phillies, they lost to the Nationals 5-1. So that'll be interesting to see. That will definitely be interesting to see. Let's see. What do we got on WBNG? Anything here? And I'm not seeing anything. Oh, here we go. Cornell University celebrates 124th. What's this Dragon Day? Let's see what this one's about. Let's see. Let's see. Captain Rehab says, let's see. That's the other thing about the torpedo shape is that because it's wider towards the bottom, there's an increased chance of contact. Exactly. Because I could see that. Man, there's a lot of math in that statement right there. You know? You just say, oh, they just moved it. But there's math involved in this. I can just see it. It's just reeking of math. Formulas and all that. I'm just seeing numbers just pop off of that comment there, Captain Rehab. It's like that's the language of science is math. And let's see. We have what are we going to go to? We're going to go to this. Cornell University celebrates Dragon Day. What the hell is Dragon Day? Let's see what that's all about.
Sounds Asian to me.
Huh?
Sounds Asian to me.
Asian? No, it's probably have to do with D&D or something.
Oh.
Thousands of students and members of the community gathered at Cornell University this afternoon for the 124th year of Dragon Day. On Dragon Day, architecture students built a dragon and paraded around campus for everyone to see. 12 News' Kyle Spisak joined the crowd this afternoon to see the full scale of the tradition.
Cheers could be heard across Cornell's campus on Friday for the 124th Dragon Day. First-year architecture students spent the past 2 months designing the dragon before bringing it to life, fulfilling a tradition and giving students hands-on experience that they couldn't get elsewhere.
It's a great opportunity. Just like as architects, we're very glad to have something like designed and then actually built within our hands. It's such a great opportunity, right?
The tradition originally took place on St. Patrick's Day, but since 2013, Dragon Day has taken place the day before Cornell students leave for spring break. For decades, it's fueled the rivalry between architecture and engineering students.
They march it through campus. It fights with a sphinx that the engineering students make, and everybody has a great time.
Dragon Day doesn't just play into tradition, but also serves as a huge day for school spirit while giving students a big project to work on.
Oh, it's terrific. It's a terrific spirit event for the campus. It's great for the architecture students. They have a project. They actually do engineering for the dragon and creation, and everybody has a great time.
The students pushed their dragon through the streets around Cornell's campus before it was traditionally burned. But now, instead of being set ablaze, the dragon gets a fresh coat of colors. Students say the celebration is extremely satisfying, and it's safe to say, very fun as well.
It's immensely satisfying. Obviously, it's a risk when we're putting the head on and the structure in, but it's been great.
Dragon, dragon, dragon! Oi, oi, oi! Dragon, dragon, dragon!
Okay, so they had Dragon Day up in Cornell. The college students having fun as far as that goes. So and they have the architects and the engineers going at it, and that looks like Bayheim. Is that Bayheim?
No, it's too thin.
Oh, is it too thin?
Too thin.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the college students, they're on spring break now. Let's see. Oh, here we go. WeGo Champion Speedway hosts final winter scrambles. What's that about? Let's see what this one's about. This here is there's a speedway here in Owego, or in the Owego area, I should say. Here we go.
Owego is one of the oldest in the country, according to the owner. Today, they held a winter scramble with a large turnout. 12 News' Christina Dillon checked out what the racetrack atmosphere is all about. Folks of all ages kick their engines into gear for one of the last winter scrambles of the season at Champion Speedway in Owego.
And this winter, we decided to bring the mud and snow races back. It's growing each week, and this week's probably our best turnout so far. Now that guys don't have to have studs, it's a little bit easier to get set up for it. A scramble is a type of old-school motocross, according to drivers. The course isn't too difficult with jumps, but includes plenty of twists and turns.
You go to places that you wouldn't even dare to go and travel with goats. But, we do it on four-wheelers and dirt bikes. And it's just an incredible way of life.
68-year-old Frank White is the day's oldest rider. He says his daughter encouraged him to take up the sport in his 50s.
And I was hooked. I got 7th out of 9. I thought it was the greatest thing since bread without butter. And it's just like, my gosh, this is so much fun.
Now, with over 600 races under his belt, for him, the sport is about perseverance and dedication.
It's the attitude. It's a camaraderie. It's going out there and being free and enjoying something that you love to do.
Drew Campbell, a New York State Championship racer, says these smaller scrambles foster that atmosphere.
We have a camaraderie amongst other racers. We'll help the other guy if need be. If you need a tool, if you need a part, you just go ask your neighbor in the pits, and it's friendly like that.
The scramble was divided up by vehicle type and age. The older, seasoned riders are able to give the kids some tricks.
This is my second race. I'm racing in my quad, and I'm excited for, my dad said, we might get a trophy.
The overarching theme is friendly competition, but of course, there's the daredevil spirit.
I'll hit this jump down here, and I will fly. And I can't wait to do it today.
The particular ATV that I race does about 80 miles an hour.
Getting fast and feeling the air go on my face.
The 51-year-old Champion Speedway says new additions are in the works, and they're happy to keep up scrambles, go-karting, and their famous speedway motorcycle racing into the summer season. Christina Dillon, 12 News.
So there we have it. That's one of the notorieties here in upstate New York. And you see the cans there. That's the inside track. That's an inside oval track. They have this new track where they zip around all over the place for the mud tracking with the quads. But the actual motorcycle racing here is right inside the drums there. And it's a circular. And there's a guy that he's an engineer, this gentleman I know, who I grew up with. He was my next door neighbor. And he used to own this track back in the day when it first opened. He was an avid motocross rider and one of the best in the county and stuff. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's an engineer right now and a good friend of the family. As far as back in the day there, we were neighbors and stuff. His father was an engineer, and Mr. My father used to call him Mr. Tinkertonk or something like that. But good to see the kids out there as far as that goes with the getting out, and the older gentleman there. Captain Rehab had something here. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that was Bayheim. Okay. I thought he looked familiar. I guess he's associated with Cornell University. Yeah, retired Syracuse basketball coach. So I was surprised to see he has some. I got to go back and watch that to see what his he's involved with Cornell University. So I thought that. Yeah, he said greatest thing since sliced bread. That's a saying there for older folk there, Captain Rehab. Okay. Let's see. What else we have on WBNG? Anything? I think we're at 2 hours. Yeah, we're at 2 hours. So, and the missus is spreading in the sprinkles here to get her vacuuming done. And let's see. That was on Dragon Day. Let's see. The whale. There's nothing on the whale. Oh, what's this one? April 1st marks trout. What's this? Yeah, April 1st, what comes in mind? Warm weather, hopefully spring cleaning. April Fool's Day, 1 month closer to camping season. But tomorrow is the start of trout seasons, April 1st, just to let you all know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put that right there. And we're going to go with that one there. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? Channel 34. Anything there? Greek Peak hosts annual pond skimming event. I don't know what's going on there. WENY. Let's go ahead and this is another one for National Vietnam War Veterans Day in Elmira off of WENY from Saturday. Let's go ahead and present this one here. And this will be the last one. We're at 2 hours, so we'll go ahead and present this one. And there we go. Wait a minute. Let me turn the camera off here, folks, and we'll listen to this one.
Services were held this morning to honor those who served during the Vietnam War. March 29th is National Vietnam War Veterans Day, honoring the service and sacrifice of all those who served during the era. WENY's Renata Steele shares how Vietnam vets were honored today in Elmira.
To all those men and women who served in Vietnam, I have 2 words to say. Welcome home, brothers and sisters.
Services at Woodlawn National Cemetery and Eldridge Park in Elmira Saturday morning paid tribute to the men and women who served during the Vietnam War era. Observed each day on March 29th, the date the last remaining U.S. combat troops departed Vietnam in 1973. Now a day of remembrance and healing.
But that's what it's for. It's to honor the valor, glory, and courage of the men that stepped up and went to Vietnam.
At both ceremonies this morning, a brief moment of prayer and the placing of a wreath to honor those who served and the American lives lost during the war. Also, to recognize the many who have passed away from the effects of war decades later.
So my brother-in-law was in Vietnam, and then he passed away from complications with Agent Orange, and this is one of my ways of honoring him.
Some 2.7 million Americans served in uniform during the war, and more than 58,000 of them made the ultimate sacrifice. It's events like today that help ensure their memory lives on.
We pledge to them, through you, that their sacrifices will be remembered. And had to honor them, we will work diligently for peace so that our children may know a world without war.
So veterans, honoring the veterans this past Saturday. And that's a good thing. You should never forget. Never forget as far as what they did, as far as their service to country. And me being a veteran, I do appreciate it because they paved the way. And that's pretty special as far as that goes. So National Vietnam War Veterans Day recognition this past Saturday. They're out there in Elmira. We saw a film clip of them out there in Endicott, New York, and we should never forget. Okay, let's see. Just running the gambit on the rest of the news. There's a few things, but we've been on for 2 hours, and we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here. as far as to get our day started. And okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here. Have a nice Monday. And so by ending, I want to say thank you to Laura, who was first in the house here. Thank you, Laura, for being here from Norway. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. And let's see, we had Anything Goes, VT, coming in from on the Rumble side. Thank you, Anything Goes. And Tim Fan 40 coming in on the YouTube side. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Tim Fan 40. Have a good one. Massamuse. Thank you, my friend, my Air Force veteran friend. And out there in Las Vegas. Well, you're out in Las Vegas, right? I think. Are you back? I think you're still active, right? Did you say you're still active? No, you're retired. But thank you for being here, Massamuse, for contributing and all that. Greatly appreciate the interaction here in the chat. And for the people that are listening on Spotify for creators, we thank you very much also, because we do repurpose this audio as far as you can hear the conversation as I read off the comments as far as that goes. And let's see, I think that was it. Captain Rehab came in. Thank you, Captain Rehab. He contributed. Greatly appreciate coming in from the city of brotherly love and letting us know about the new torpedo bat that the Yankees are taking advantage of using. Probably I think we had a little discussion here that they'll be interested to see if they ban this bat. I think they might have to. If the Yankees got something going and they got a technique, that's going to put them. I couldn't believe that score. I know why the score is now. When I first read the score before Captain Rehab came into the broadcast here, I said, what the hell? How do they get 20 hits? And then 9 of those are home runs? To come to find out. So thank you, Captain Rehab. Very, very interesting sports story there. Greatly appreciated as far as that goes. All right, folks, this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well as we start another week to work towards the weekend. And we're getting a Monday started with a hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD. Good to go here. And you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. You can follow me over there on X at Fireman Rich. And as far as that goes, and that's my mainstay for posting on social media feeds. All the other ones, just Google at Fireman Rich or look at the links at the various places I'm at. You'll see where else I'm at, but primarily on X. I always post everything on X as far as on the social media feeds, and where I tote myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. But at any rate, you all have a great one and enjoy your day. And we'll be seeing you back here Wednesday for the morning coffee on Rumble Studios. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Have a great one. Don't have a good one. Have a great day. Ciao for now.